What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. If you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. I will put a laxative in your coffee and you will have an absolutely terrible time in the Starbucks drive-thru. You'll be like, I'm sorry that my bills are wet, madam. I just had a big accident, and you don't want that to happen. So, yeah, speaking of laxatives, they actually have a story time about this kid that got spiked with laxatives at lunch and ended up pooping himself in the middle of class. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. It's a pretty funny story, and without further ado, buckle up, sit back, and get ready for the ride, because trust me, it's going to be a fun one. Now, I think everybody's had a feud, like a rival, their entire life, alright? And one of the people I sat next to in a math class of mine had a giant rivalry with another guy in the class. I'm not really sure why they didn't like each other or, like, why they had beef, but they really hated each other. And at our school, you kind of had, like, a 3-strike rule, meaning that you could only get in serious trouble 3 times before they would kick you out and send you to another school. I think it's pretty common in most schools, and these guys had already fought twice, alright? Meaning they used 2 strikes on each other. And neither one of them wanted to get expelled, so they would kind of just mess with each other in ways that they couldn't really get in trouble for or wouldn't be able to be proven. And like I said, I sat next to one of them during math class. And when I see that these guys hated each other, I mean, they would openly admit to everyone around them that they were constantly trying to F the other person over and ruin their life without getting in trouble for it. Like, it was just kind of a common thing. So, I was sitting next to one of these guys in math class, and I don't know, he was a pretty okay dude. Like, me and him got along decently enough, I guess. I just really didn't talk to him very much. We would share homework answers every now and then, and I wouldn't call us friends by any means. Like, me and this guy, at best, knew each other's name, maybe what each other did, like, after school. You know, I played video games, he played football. Like, that was really all that we knew each other for, alright? We definitely did not have a super serious relationship. And anyways, one day I'm sitting next to him in math class, and he goes, "Ryan, you're kind of smart. Do you think that this much laxative would cause any serious health issues?" And he shows me on his phone like an amount. And I was like, well, I don't know. What does the bottle say? So he looks up the information for the bottle of laxatives and he's like, okay, this is what it says. I said, well, then, I mean, that's just like 3 times a normal dose. I don't really think that should cause any problems. Like, I've never heard of anybody ending up in the hospital for a laxative overdose, okay? Nobody's ever been like, oh, I pooped too much, at least in America. I mean, maybe it's a thing when you have like diarrhea, but you guys get what I'm saying, all right? Like, I don't really think laxative poisoning is really a thing, or at least I didn't think so when I was younger. I don't really know. So I tell him, no, I don't really think it would cause anything serious, and he's like, perfect. And I ask him, you know, why? It's a pretty weird thing to ask in the middle of math class, all right? Like, everyone around me's like, trigonometry is the powerhouse of the cell. It's been a long time since I went to school. And he's like, hey, man, do you think somebody would actually crap out their intestines if I gave them this much laxative? Like, it's kind of a weird conversation. He kind of looks at me and he goes, well, you know, man, I'm really just trying to screw over the kid I have beef with. And I was like, oh, so like what? You're going to put laxative in his drink and like hope that he has a really unpleasant night when he gets home? Like, what are your plans? And he goes, no. You see, what I've been doing is day to day, I've been putting more and more laxatives in to try to time it right. And I think if I triple dose the laxative, then I think I can make him have to go at school. Like, I think I can do it. I just have to give it to him early in the morning. And this kid wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? I basically did his homework for him because I thought he was a nice kid and I felt bad that he was really dumb. So let me get this straight. You can't figure out basic math problems, all right? You are struggling to get through algebra. You are honestly sitting here, possibly not graduating because you are so terrible at math. But you worked out a time chart, a formula, and a dosage list to give your worst enemy laxative so that way he has to poop during class. Like, you figured all this out. You calculated the exact amount of days and hours and formulas to put laxative in this kid's drink. And you can't figure out 2 plus 2? Like, if that doesn't go to show you that everyone is good at something, I don't know what will, all right? This kid couldn't pass a math class to save his life. I'm honestly surprised this kid could remember how to breathe. He was so stupid. And somehow, he formulated the exact time to give somebody laxatives so that they would poop themselves over weeks of careful dosages and planning. If that is not art, I really don't know what is. Like, that honestly might be the most impressive thing that I have ever heard of in my entire life. And I've seen some pretty impressive stuff, all right? I saw Abraham Lincoln right after he won the Civil War. I've seen some cool stuff. So, whatever, kid actually cracks the code, becomes a master code breaker. Over the track of time, it takes a massive amount of period to figure this out. And I kind of sign off. I mean, I shouldn't have gotten involved. I didn't know what he was asking for, all right? In retrospect, I probably shouldn't let someone spike somebody's drink with 3 times the normal amount of laxatives. But A, I wanted to see what happened, and B, I was young. It wasn't my responsibility. And just to be clear to everyone, I don't condone this. By no means do I think you should go give your worst enemy laxatives, all right? It's a pretty mean prank, and it's not very nice. And everyone knows here on YouTube, Being nice is what matters. Okay, now that they're not listening, it was pretty funny, all right? I wanted to see what would happen. Let's be honest here. Like, you shouldn't do it to people around you. But in the grand scheme of things, if somebody came up to you and said, I'm going to give a kid triple the amount of laxatives in school because I've timed it and I think it'll make him crap his pants during class, do you think I should do it? Tell me you would say no, because I know there's two types of people in this world. People that would say, of course I want to see it, and people that are liars. And I mean, I'm not a liar. I'm just out here doing my best to spread the truth of the good word of laxative usage. So I ask him when he's giving him this big dose that supposedly should make him crap himself in class, and he says tomorrow. And you know, at this point, a good Samaritan would have been like, I can't let you do that. I must tell the teacher. But I said, sick, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. So I kind of spend the whole day thinking about the realistic ability of this laxative prank, and I'm like, 3 times the laxative. So I start Googling it, doing some research of my own, and come to find out that is enough to make basically anything happen instantly if you're picking up what I'm putting down, ladies and gentlemen. So the time comes, and I watch him give him a Coke. I don't know how he was getting the laxative into the Coke, and I don't know why you would take a Coke from your worst enemy. I think he gave it to somebody to give to him. I don't remember exactly how that went down, but basically, somehow this kid gets a laxative-fueled Coke. It might have been from a girl that sat at his table who also didn't like him. I'm not too confident. All I know is that this kid has a drink with laxative in it. It should make him poop himself, and I am very excited to watch the following unfold, because unlike most of you guys, I'm a bad person. So I'm being a bad person, kind of just keeping an eye on the situation, waiting for like a look of shock to kind of get on his face and, you know, just overall make this kid have a very, very bad time. One side effect of laxative overdosage, though, is that, let's say the package delivery is a little more wet than usual, all right? Generally, it doesn't come out very solid, is a side effect of too much laxative. So obviously, I'm expecting this to be quite the messy situation, which I think would make it more embarrassing, okay? Not only is it embarrassing to crap yourself in front of the entire class, but if there's a leakage, man, ooh, you are taking the fattest L. You will be done forever. And I in retrospect, I'm a good person now. I probably should have said something, but I really wanted to see what would happen, okay? I know I'm getting judged in the comments. You guys are probably calling me a terrible person. I get it. That is a fair criticism. So out of the corner of my eye while doing some math equations, I see this kid to get really fidgety in his desk, and he walks up to the teacher and just immediately asks to go to the bathroom. And the teacher says yes, and I'm not even kidding you. This man full-on gazelle sprints towards the door, all right? His legs are moving almost as fast as, like, you know when the Roadrunner starts running in the Looney Tunes, and he's running so fast they don't even draw his legs spinning, they just draw, like, the blur? Yeah, that's basically what this kid's looking like. He is frantically sprinting towards the door. He gets to the door and just takes off down the hallway to the bathroom. And obviously, I think this is super funny. So I kind of laugh a little bit, and the teacher looks at me and he goes, "Is something funny, Mr. Ryan?" And I was like, except he said my last name, but I almost said it, but I almost got baited. And I'm like, no, nothing at all. And the guy in front of me is laughing, and the guy who sits next to me is laughing, because we all kind of knew what had happened. And for the most part, we're just sitting there. And probably 20 minutes later, like a sizable amount of time, the kid comes back, grabs his stuff, hands the teacher a nursing note, and leaves the room. And we're like, oh my god, I wonder what happened, haha, like how funny, he went home. And the guy who wanted to get, you know, the payback, the guy who did the laxative was like, dang, I just wanted it to embarrass him more. And well, we're getting there. So obviously, I think this is a super funny situation. Homeboy definitely just yeeted himself so hard in the bathroom that he needs to go home. And like, do you understand how hard you have to crap yourself in order to need to get picked up to the nurse's office for your mom to come get you? Like, that could have only been a very traumatic experience. So obviously, I think it's kind of funny, but we're leaving class and we're walking around, and I start hearing this rumor around that somebody didn't make it to the bathroom in the hallway I was in, and had left a trail, a trackable trail, some animal droppings along the way on his way to the bathroom. And nobody knew who it was at the time, but there was just this rumor that there was poop in the hallway, and somebody obviously didn't make it to the bathroom. And as you know, in high school, rumors spread pretty quickly, and the guy who had ended up putting the laxatives in the kid's drink didn't exactly shy away from informing everybody what had happened. And of course, he did get called to the dean's office, but they really had no proof to get him on, and it's not like the kid who actually had the incident happen to him was going to step forward and be like, no, I drank a Coke, sir, that he didn't give me, and there could have been laxatives. Like, honestly, it was a pretty solid crime to get away with. There was no proof he was involved at all, and what a hard thing to prove. Can you prove that I put laxatives in your drink, and that's why you use the bathroom? Like, that's crazy. So the kid who wanted the payback ended up getting away with it, and I know what you guys are thinking, Ryan, it's kind of rude you didn't say anything. Yeah, I know, it wasn't my proudest moment, but it was really funny, okay? And the kid ended up just leaving even a trail down the hallway. And if that doesn't describe American schools, I don't know what does, all right? I don't remember anything from that math class. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that sheer ingenuity and know-how makes people crap themselves in the middle of math class if you really want them to. Moral of the story is, guys, don't do this to people around you. Obviously, it was a funny experience. Some guy pooping in the hallway definitely is pretty entertaining. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think that's funny. If that makes me a 12-year-old boy, then so be it. Sometimes you have to do the right things for the wrong reasons. But yeah, on that note, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought of the video, all that good stuff. I have a development in the Karen situation that's currently going on. I can't talk about it yet. My channel's not getting deleted. You guys know that, but let's just say there's something coming. But on that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Today's notification shout out goes to Isabel Sawyers. Big shout out to you for being an absolute G. If you want a notification shout out, all you have to do is send me a screenshot of your notifications being on to my Instagram @Scrubby, and I shout somebody out every day. But yeah, on that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. And if you do, make sure they don't have a rivalry that's gonna make them crap themselves in the middle of school, because trust me, it's not very fun. It's not very fun for anyone involved. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.